President Trump on Friday threatened to keep roughly a quarter of the federal government closed for years amid a dispute over border wall funding, the latest sign the president and congressional Democrats remain far apart on resolving the 2-week-long shutdown. Trump confirmed after a heated closed-door meeting that he absolutely told Democrats the shutdown could last more than a year, which was first revealed by Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer, following the negotiation session inside the White House Situation Room. "We told the president we need the government open," Schumer told reporters on the West Wing driveway after the meeting. "He resisted. In fact, he said he'd keep the government closed for a very long period of time, months or even years." So, it always feels like when we talk about these stories, there's this sense of continuation to where it's like a Ferris wheel where, oh, this person said this person did that, they do the same thing happens. But I do think that we stand to see something very new and original with Trump and his approach to this particular issue, which could result in a year-long shutdown. And what's so disturbing is, whether you agree with having the border wall or not, which I don't, and I've said that before, it is damaging to have thousands of people be unable to receive their pay. And I've oftentimes mentioned the statistic of all the people that live paycheck to paycheck, and bringing it up to multiple Trump supporters and having them tell me that, it's because those people were failures and made, bad financial practices and blah, 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 blah. But they won't have the same level of critical thinking when it comes to a matter such as this. They will find a way to blame those people, to say that they, do not have the wherewithal to go and look for another job when the job they were doing was disrupted by a event they had nothing to do with. So going back, putting the lack of empathy aside, will this harm him when it comes to his re-election campaign? I don't think so. I really believe he's just this impervious being that to his supporters can do no wrong. It's a bad thing to shut the government down, but especially given the period of time that's already occurred. And when you're talking about the long haul of weeks or years, it's it's amazing. Just I can't even explain it anymore. But the idea that you can blame the Democrats for this when it was initiated, when Republicans had control of all of Congress as well as the White House, goes back to how Twilight Zone-y all this stuff feels. Where, you have this scenario of one party controlling all legislative, just both chambers of Congress and the White House, not being able to pass a key promise of the current president's campaign, and then revolting against the other side. And I've seen people actually put this on the Democrats, who, again, as I've said before, I have no love for, but I just, logically speaking, don't get how this is their fault. So, people who already didn't like Trump are going to despise him even more with this. People who liked him are going to keep defending him. The shutdown will continue for maybe a year. It's hard for me to believe that because we've never seen something like that occur, but there's a lot of strange, surprising things that are happening now, and they're getting much worse.